Multiverse Ops. This is Giddy. This week we are doing the Scrolls tournament. I have fed the Fire Phoenix, Twilight Phoenix, two Tin Lugs, and the Polar Bear. Notice that also I have the Time Warp that is leveled up to 33. I think it's maybe only 31's needed or something like that with a polar bear. But this gives me zero cooldown on the tournament combined. So the time warp and the polar bear that are combined. Now this week is there's going to be a lot of heavy ranged, and so I've done three heavy range power ups just because I happen to have a lot of heavy ranged anyway. So if we look at our inventory here, so I've got 14 still left. Um, so that's I think that's pretty much needed. I've got a lot of tech trees that are open here. I need to start to fill those in. And so let's get into the tournament and get us some knowledge points. Okay, obviously the first ones are going to be relatively easy. Um, Banshees, not very often are you going to use those. Um, and also tree ants, once in a while, I'll use. Now, this is the setup that you're going to see most of the time, I think. And that is you're going to have heavy ranged, light ranged, and then a heavy melee. Because these are ranged, they take care of the heavy melee. So orc strategists are going to be your bread and butter for this. Okay. This one is another one that comes up a lot, and I typically at the higher levels just cater those. There's not really too good of an answer other than the drone riders. This one's not great because there's two heavy melee. And even with the three heavy range power ups, we've got a little bit of damage that was taken there. So still doing okay. And I didn't use any of the unlimited unit upgrades. So this one we'll do Orc Strategist. You can do frogs there too. And which should be fine. Alright, this is one of those wonky ones. We'll just go Banshee on this. But later on in the tournament, definitely, or later provinces, definitely want to cater that, cater this as well. There's a few that just do not match up. Now the one heavy ranged shouldn't matter that much, so you could use drone raiders on this, and I'll do that probably throughout the tournament. We'll do our princesses on that one since there was more heavy melee on that. And again, that's the most common right there is for the orc strategists. This one we'll just do frogs. Should be fine. They take care of the heavy melee, even though it doesn't show up as what they're strong against. This one we'll do dryads. And this one we'll do frogs. And they do just fine with, I guess, a setup like that. This one, later on, we're going to cater those. Even then, it's just. I don't see there's a really good answer for those. I mean, you could try the dryads, but they get torn up as well. Hopefully, we won't get too many of those. And that one we could have done banshees as well. This one I don't even want to. mess with that. Ooh, did not want to do supplies, but for the catering, but it'll be okay. We'll do frogs on the end, and the rest are mages. That's a comp that works really well for me. Let's see. We'll definitely do dryads for this. Not dryads, I'm sorry. The drone riders. Let's try drone riders. They'll probably take some damage, yeah. Still early on. I'm surprised they're taking that much damage with the 3 heavy range power ups. Excuse me. And we'll do strategist. Since we had the 2 light ranged. This one we'll do frogs since we have the 2 light melee. That works. Yeah, orc strategists are the bread and butter, as we can see here. Could probably even do more of the heavy range power ups since I have so many of them, but I think 3 should be about right. Well, let's see. Where are we at? Let's just cater this one. There's a few in here that are just not feasible. But they're not, usually not that many. So, well, I hope you guys are enjoying these tournament videos. If this is the first one you've seen, welcome. Thanks for watching. I hope these are helpful to you. Get dryads because of that mage unit there. Sorry, drone riders. The other one that starts with a D. This could go either way. Let's see how the strategists do. A little damage. Frogs tend to be better for a mixed comp like that. Let's try the strategist. No, not a good idea. Got to cater those when you have that lone mage unit mixed in. See, frogs are really good. Even with the 2 heavy melee, it was still good. Not a great answer on that one, but we got through it. Let's see. We'll do Cerberus on this one. Not great. Drone riders. Let's do frogs. If you hear me yawning in the background, you think I'm yawning, I am yawning. I don't know why. I've been up for a while. It just kind of hit me as soon as I started the video. As luck would have it. Yeah, orc strategist. do dryads, the real dryads that time. Oh, wow. They got beat up. Probably should have done Rangers on that one, since we had the two mage units there. Well, let's try it. No. Just really have to cater those. Let's try Rangers. They're pretty strong overall. Nope. We'll just cater that one. We're already at province 10. So that's pretty much the tournament. Feel free to keep hanging out. Maybe you want to play Elvenar on the side while you watch the video. It does help when you watch the video to the end, but don't feel obligated. It helps in terms of the algorithms. The YouTube will consider the video a little more useful if it's watched more, but it'll be okay. Either way. Let's see. Frogs? Come on, frogs. There you go. Yeah, pretty good. Orc strategist. Pretty sure those were heavy. Excuse me. Heavy ranged. I got on those. Oh, that was not good. Let's double check on that. You should be heavy ranged. Heavy ranged. Heavy ranged. Heavy ranged. Okay. It's just I didn't pair them with the unlimited unit upgrades, the health pool, so that's why they're still taking damage. Not the best answer, but let's go for it. Do banshees on that one. I don't like using mage units when there's a light range like that mixed in, but thought we go for it. They did okay. Not a great answer on this one either, because of that light melee. Let's try a mix here. Come on. No. That'll not work. Definitely frogs. Got the two light melee units. Strategist once again. Ooh, they started. Wow. They took a lot more damage there than what I expected. Let's see. Orc strategist again. Could have done a mix there, frogs and orc strategist. Maybe we should have done that. Orc strategist. I can't imagine if I didn't have the range power ups what would happen. I think I'm only 33 on my Ancient Wonder that helps the heavy range too. So that hurts a little bit. That would be Temple of the Toads. Yeah, I gotta. Well, let's. Yeah, that's fine. Got to be careful on negotiating when there's mana like that if you don't have a lot of mana on your account. I was aggressive at leveling the Ancient Wonder that helps with mana, Enar's Embassy. And now I'm sitting pretty on mana. You definitely want to get that Enar's up. see. Could have done Banshees on that, but yeah, probably should. Since they're evenly matched against the heavy ranged. Well, kind of doesn't matter then. Could do this or frogs. They did great. Awesome. Drone riders tend to be no, tend to be strong. Not in that case. One thing that's hurting me is that I do not have the boost from the cauldron because I'm doing this last minute. Let's do Valerian Veterans on that one. Okay. Yeah, this is, for me, this is Saturday morning. Do Rangers, since you have all those mage units there. They did great. So if you do it past, Friday morning, you're going to be stuck with doing the tournament without the benefit of the cauldron. So I definitely recommend like Friday morning gives you a little leeway to on Tuesday to have, you know, time to do the tournament, not feel rushed to do it as soon as the tournament starts. You know what? I'm going to do frogs on that. Do another mana costing for the um, negotiation. I think that negotiating, ouch, the negotiating costs involving gold supplies are not good because they rack up pretty quick and then you have to use your instance. Let's see. Definitely want to negotiate, get that mage unit out there. Do Valerian Veterans because of all the heavy ranged mixed in with the others that it's strong against. Could do frogs on that too. They did okay. See, we're at 18. Well, let's probably could have done drone riders on that if really wanted to. But probably better just to negotiate. Well, let's do Banshees, see how they do. Yeah. Let's do that of Valorian Veterans. I don't use the veterans too much, so there's probably a lot more veterans than not. No. Yeah, a little bit more in this account. Let's try veterans. That one. Oh, they got torn up. Looks like they don't do really well against the light ranged. I thought Banshees were bad. My goodness. Let's see. I only have one light or one heavy range. That's the yellow there. So went ahead and tried the Dryads. Gosh, drone riders. Keep mixing them up today. What's going on? Ooh, it's starting to hurt a little bit. Come on. Mm, I'll try this one. Come on, come on, come on. No. All right. Province 20. I think last week was pretty tough. We only did 10. All right, I'm going to put a frog on the end, and then we'll do dryads. There we go. Frog on the end was to match with the light melee. So I like to match lanes when I do a mixed combined arms tactic there. And by lanes, if you do the manual fighting, you'll see the units will line up with, like, the different units will line up. Like the first one will go against the first one there, and so on and so forth on the map. So they still do it that way when you do manual. It'll still go through the motions. All right. Come on, this should work. Okay, good. Where are we at? Oh, we're in 21 already. Let's see. I'll get the orc strategist out. Do frogs in this one. So there's not really an advantage to using the strategist, and I seem to do better with frogs on mixed units for the enemy. Okay, on that one. I will cater on that one too. I think we'll just kind of hit the first two for a few provinces and then call it a day. You know, that gives us 5 knowledge points. And when you do the first 2 rounds, let's see. So, to me, it's efficient just to do the first 2 when there's an issue. Okay, so pro ranger, we'll do the rangers because there's 2 mage units there. No, didn't do good. We'll try a combined arms tactic here, matching the units up with the other ones. No. Only can use a lot of extra knowledge points right now, but since I have the tech trees open, really could have pushed this week. Try to lay out all the military buildings I can and just go for it. But I still am limited on the buildings that I can build. I'm just building up the settlement, so it's going to take a while to get to where I need to be on this account. So it's not a real rush. And let's do a couple more for good measure. Let's do combined arms on this so we match up the different units against each other. Come on. Not too shabby, especially for Province 29. Do frogs. Come on, frogs. Yeah, did all right. see how well these guys do. Yeah, I'm getting torn up a little bit. That's 30. All right, we'll stop there. Appreciate you guys watching. Please hit a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.